morning, Wisconsin. Morning, world. It's a new day.
Sometimes I'm right, and I can be wrong. My own beliefs are in my song. A butcher, a banker, a drummer, and then makes no difference what group I'm in. I am everyday people. Yeah, yeah.
Time to start the show. Hope y'all are having a great Wednesday out there. Happy hump day, everybody. Got your host, James, behind the mic, joined by one of our favorite people in sales, in marketing. We've got our co-host, Aaliyah, with us.
Hello.
And the best listeners in radio. Thanks for being here, everybody. Hope you're all having a great morning out there. We got fun stuff lined up for you. The El Cafe Birthday and Anniversary Club is right around the corner. We'll be getting into that. We've got to get into a couple of other fun ones, like the percentage of parents that say it's easy to get their kids home for the holidays. You just got to bribe them with food. And laundry. Laundry helps too. I remember that part.
I like making food. I don't like doing laundry though.
And the average Thanksgiving will have 9 guests, and 1 in 5 will be a potluck. We'll get into some other stats about Thanksgiving. We've got that coming up.
Yes.
Got some great entertainment news for you lined up as well. We'll be getting into a couple of different things there. And before we wrap up, science says that waiting is good for the brain. Waiting is good for the brain. It's not so good for the fingernails or for your hair or for other things that you tend to pull out or that. But we'll get into that a little bit later. We start off with candy cane lovers. All you candy cane lovers out there. Why isn't there a tool that makes unwrapping candy canes easier?
For real.
Maybe it's because most people only eat one, but over the every few years. But what about if you eat them daily year round? Brock's has the candy chain.
Really?
Brock's has created a limited edition candy cane opener. It looks a little like a plastic pocket lighter, and the idea is that you stick the long end in, and it's able to cut the wrapper open for you.
This sounds dangerous.
We have gone too far.
Yeah.
We have gone too far. Now,
there's a picture of it.
Yeah. This is so okay, let me finish the article here. So it's a little unclear whether you twist it like a handheld pencil sharpener, because that's what I thought of a pencil. You know, remember the little pencil sharpeners?
Yeah.
You got to remember. I'm sure everybody remembers the crayon box with the pencil sharpener in it.
Oh yeah,
that was a game changer.
Yeah,
that was like me and my sister. Like we thought that was the coolest thing ever.
You felt you were in high society at that point. Like I am hoity-toity now.
Completely. The opener also doubles as a Christmas tree ornament, so you can hang it on your, next to your candy canes on your Christmas tree and stuff. That's kind of cool.
Okay.
If you want one, they're going on sale next Monday, November 17th at 7 o'clock Eastern, exclusively at thecaneopener.com. That is a website, thecaneopener.com. Each one sells for $5, and they even come with a box of Brock's candy canes.
Okay.
So for $5, you get this, you get the candy canes. That's not a bad deal.
No.
I don't even want to know what the shipping and handling though is on it, because I'm guaranteeing it's more than that.
Likely.
It's definitely going to be like, well, and I mean, who knows, especially with everything going on right now and everything. So I am all for gimmicky ideas, and certainly when it comes to where you are at in this industry, in the sales and marketing part of things, you've always got to be coming up with different stuff, and you're always trying to reinvent the wheel.
This is true.
It's one of the most difficult jobs in this industry, and I don't think we give enough credit to that very often. The lights are on because of what you and Ashley and so many others do around here, and certainly throughout the Civic Media family. But sitting there coming up, okay, we got to resell candy canes. They've come up with all the flavors. Like there is no candy cane flavor that has not come up with yet.
Pickle flavored ones, and that's just
I saw a pork rind one. Like, what? I mean, come on. Like there's all kinds of flavors. So they've run out of flavors for ideas. So if you're trying to come up with
the Willy Wonka,
a new way to sell candy canes, I mean, this isn't such a bad idea. It's kind of original. It's kind of a fun idea. As soon as I said opening candy canes, everybody kind of like, oh yeah, that is a little bit of a...
It is a struggle. But you just referenced that we're going to be talking about waiting. So if in a future, part of this conversation today, so like, isn't the struggle of getting the candy cane open part of the whole appeal of eating a candy cane?
That's a good point, actually. Yeah,
I mean, touche to me. But.
Well done. And I love when we're having conversations throughout the day, and you do a good callback. You did a call forward.
I did a call.
Well done. Well done. Nicely done by you.
I have entered the matrix.
I'm very curious to know what the sales are going to be like for these. I would love to know how many.
Follow up on this after Christmas.
I gotta see how many of these they actually sell.
Yep.
I think they're kind of a fun little thing. What I think the real fun part about this is going to be is like 10, 15 years from now, and you see these on somebody's tree, like, what is that? And then the story comes up.
We got it one Christmas years ago. But you did mention something earlier that I wanted to touch back on. You mentioned that there are people that eat candy canes every single day, and who are these psychopaths?
Yes. Where are you getting them? Like, how are you eating candy canes
Where
in
are
June?
you buying them the rest of the year?
Yes.
We'll stock up in December or January when all the Christmas candy goes on sale.
Has anybody out there ever eaten a old candy cane? An old one.
Aren't they all old?
It seems like it. They're timeless. It really does. My Nana was one of the first people that I knew that was getting some of the different candy canes. Mm-hmm. And I remember when she got the Starburst ones.
Oh, okay.
Or at least they were rainbow colored. I remember that. And my sister and I loved candy canes. We would always steal one off the tree and get yelled at or whatever. And one year I did grab one and nobody yelled at me. And I was like, oh, okay. So I just started eating this candy cane. And I don't know if you can know what like old tastes like, what old feels like on the tongue. But there was no flavor. It wasn't even a chalky feeling. It was more like just sticky, hard, old.
Ew.
It was really, and I'm trying to like, because I'm one of those people, just like with suckers and everything, I'll lick it a couple of times and then I'm immediately chewing it.
Yeah.
I don't give things enough time. I'm not patient enough with candy. I found out the hard way that was not a new candy cane. Huh. And my Nana thought it was hilarious.
So they can go stale, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
Apparently, at least this one did. And I don't know how long she had that thing. But I do remember it being, a rainbow flavored.
Okay.
Not flavored, colored. I don't think it was rainbow flavored. I think it was just rainbow colored.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah. I haven't had any candy cane I've had since then. Is like that'll pop in my brain. Old candy canes, not fun. What is there a device like this that you can think of out there? Everybody will keep this topic going over the next couple of hours. Something that we haven't done, because I guess if you come up with that, copyright it right now.
Right.
Whatever you come up with, don't call us. Call the copywriting office first, then call us and let us know about it. Because I think this is a niche idea that really could have some legs. Not so much this thing, but what this could spin off of. Because I find this really interesting. There are so many things that have advanced and we're doing so vastly differently just from when we were kids, let alone when our parents were kids or something like that. But we're still changing tires the same way. Like there's certain things that have not changed one bit. From the first automobile, we're pretty much changing tires the same way we always have.
However, you've activated my marketing brain, and I'm like, you know what? If candy cane manufacturers just made them easier to open in the first place, people would be eating candy canes all year long.
There we go.
Come on.
So maybe they should be selling these with the candy canes.
Or maybe just make them easier to open in general.
Probably be a little bit better.
And then I would buy them more often, maybe.
That would probably be a lot smarter of an idea, I think. Yes.
Just saying.
You think just cut out the middleman right there. We do try to do public service announcements whenever we can. We certainly, that is one of our go-tos. Something that we've done for 85 years around here, touching on local events, keeping people up to date on things that are going on in their area. Every once in a while, we try to touch on, Wisconsin events, statewide events, or world events. And this one right here, we just want to make sure that anybody out and, over across the pond is aware of this if you happen to be traveling or anything. A young flamingo that escaped from a British wildlife sanctuary has been spotted on a beach in northern France, and people should be aware of this. Paradise Park in Cornwall, England said that the female flamingo, Frankie, escaped on November 2nd by flying over a wall despite her clipped feathers. So she really wanted to get out. Two photographers captured Sunday's show a young flamingo on a beach in France. Paradise Park director Nick Reynolds said the bird in the photos is believed to be Frankie.
Good on her.
Now, good on Frankie for getting away.
Right.
All this. However, keep in mind, Frankie, it can be a little bit vicious.
Oh.
Frankie is apparently got some attitude.
Oh.
And apparently this is a thing with flamingos. Flamingos can be have a little bit, not mean, but they can have an attitude. You got to watch out for them a little bit.
I feel like judgmentally looking at them, I would think that they might be a little bit prissy and that.
Yeah, they kind of come across that way. They have
standing there on their one leg, all like, look at me balancing. Humans, you can't do this for this long.
So right, yeah, definitely just rubbing it in our faces. Yeah. You might have something pink, but you don't have pink like this,
right?
They're hoping that this is Frankie. They're hoping to be able to catch her and bring her back in, but it might not be easy because Frankie again has a bit of an attitude.
Well, however, flamingos are not indigenous to France, and I imagine it's going to start getting cold there as well as winter starts to overtake much of the world. So Frankie might freeze soon.
Frankie might want to get home. Yeah. Birds, I don't know. I don't want to label all birds the same, but everything I've ever read, pretty much every species of bird, they seem to be pretty good at, homing, and getting back, finding their way back home, things like that. I don't know how flamingos are with these things, especially with clipped wings.
That's the thing. Her wings are clipped. She can't get to Africa if she needs to.
That's rough.
It's a hop, skip, and a jump from Cornwall to France. I've made that trip myself, but from France to Madagascar or wherever flamingos are indigenous to, that's a little bit of a bigger hike.
They're saying in this article that there is a colony of flamingos near where Frankie was headed.
What?
And so they're saying, quote, according to Reynolds here, the best scenario would be that Frankie goes and finds them and lives out her life with them. That's what the hope is here and everything. But
relax, don't do it. Go to Hollywood, Frankie.
Go to Hollywood. I mean, you're going to be a star, Frankie. You're going to be a star. Come to America. They'll make you a star, Frankie. I don't know. I wish Frankie well. I'm going to be following that story, though, and see if they find it or anything. I just thought part of it was interesting to me was that, one, the flamingos that could have any bird that has clipped wings can still fly. Yeah. That's crazy to me. But also that I didn't realize they had flamingos out there, I guess. I didn't really think about it much. I don't know how much anybody really thinks about these things of other countries and the animals they have.
Right.
To me, it makes perfect sense that they would, but I wouldn't have thought about it off the top of my head.
No.
I to be fair too, I've never left America, so I'm one of those. I really, really need to get into some of that and see some of that. There's so many things. I realized this when I was out in California. I spent my whole life. My mother's from California, so I spent my whole life hearing about it and hearing about landmarks, different things about the weather. It's not until you're out there, and I'm like, everywhere you walk around, and just the plant life is so different over there.
Yeah.
The trees are so different. You don't think about that stuff until you're actually there and living there and all that. I imagine living in France, in England, and all these places, I'd be wilded out by some of the wildlife or some of those things that go on. It'd be interesting, I imagine.
A lot of hedgehogs.
Oh, yeah? Yeah? Well, that's good. I wouldn't have expected that.
Yeah.
Oh, I've had a couple of pet hedgehogs.
Yeah.
They're great animals.
Yeah.
The thing that wilded me out in California, they didn't have a ton of different wildlife out there, but they're raccoons. The raccoons don't have a predator, so they're the highest on their food chain. So they just get huge out there.
Really?
And I cannot describe this well enough for you. If you actually see one, you will be shocked, no matter how many times you've heard me talk about this. Because there's no, I'm telling you they're big, but until you see them, you really don't understand how big raccoons can get.
So I moved here to Wisconsin 10 years ago, and it was my second time living here, but I moved here from Indiana, which doesn't have a whole lot of wild turkeys. And when I first saw wild turkeys here in Wisconsin, and I was close enough to one where I could see how massive they actually are, I was like, run from that velociraptor right now. Those things creep me out. They're so big, and they're everywhere. So I run.
They're the turkeys are the perfect horror movie monster.
Absolutely.
Because they do the whole, like, they're not really moving that crazy fast or anything, but they always seem to be right there.
Well, and
like
they don't care.
Yeah.
They want to intimidate you, in my opinion.
You feel like you've got a couple of, like, a good 20 yards on this turkey, you're doing okay, and then you look back around and it's right there. It's right there. Like, gobble, gobble. Like, a wild one, too. Yeah. I don't turn my backs on turkeys.
No.
I don't trust them.
No.
I don't trust them. And I don't eat them. I don't really like turkey, to be honest. I'm not a turkey eater.
I was charged by a turkey once, and so I have an innate fear of them ever since my teen years.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I've actually got a couple of friends that have that with chickens, where when they were little, they would go out to feed chickens, and then all of a sudden they're surrounded by them,
yeah.
and they had to get on a table or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I hear this about chickens too, that they will they are a
Swarm.
They're a team animal. Like, they'll really, like, pile up on you and everything. I don't know what they're expecting to do though once they capture somebody. Like what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're a chicken.
Revenge for the colonel.
This is what they are, just waiting to overtake. They are just
Right.
waiting to have their revenge. We'll keep waiting, and we'll be back with the El Cafe Birthday and Anniversary Club. It's Leah and James on the Morning Show.
Hey, everybody, let's have some fun. You only live but once, and when you're dead, you're done. So let the good time roll. I say let the good time roll.
You heard Mr. Charles letting them good times roll into the El Cafe Birthday and Anniversary Club. One of our favorite parts of the day. We get to celebrate our good friends at El Cafe and talk about all of you.
Yay.
We encourage you to treat yourself. Get on over to El Cafe today, 221 Market Avenue in beautiful Port Edwards. Wish them a great day from all of us here at WFHR. Buy local, support local. Check out some of those great specials that they got over there. That BLTB sandwich sounds so good. Check it out, everybody. Head on over there, get some pie, cup of coffee, whatever you like. Head on over to El Cafe and wish them a good morning from us. And get us those birthdays and anniversaries. You can email us, info@WFHR.com, direct message us on our Facebook pages, and of course, you can call on up. 715-424-2600. Call or text us through the Civic Media app. And keep in mind, you can do that throughout the whole show. And not just this segment, but anytime during the show. You want to get us that birthday or anniversary, please don't hold back. Get it to us.
We love audience participation.
And Leah, you can take the segment off if you want, because you don't have to pick a number. We just got one qualifier. We can put we can put the spotlight on. I'll turn your mic off. So, we don't want the snoring over the. It's a little distracting. We get to put the spotlight on Blake Jones.
Happy birthday, Blake.
Blake, congratulations. You're our qualifier for today. Enjoy your day, sir. Hope it's a good one for you. We encourage you to brag to all your friends, family, animals, strangers that you are our qualifier for today. Let's take a look at who you share your birthday with. Russell Westbrook is 37. Current Sacramento Kings guard. Russell Westbrook, I don't know. I think he's a borderline Hall of Famer. He's had a really, really good career. One of the things that I think is very cool and very interesting about Russell Westbrook, if you've never watched a game of basketball and you see him on the court, he's going to stand out. He is just up and down the court 100% all the time, and so much speed and adrenaline and a ferociousness that he approaches the game with. He wasn't always this way, though. Russell Westbrook wasn't even the best player in his high school. His best friend was. He lost his best friend when he was young in high school, and from that moment on, he has always said he's playing for two.
Oh, that's awesome.
So this energy that he plays with, even at 37, even with all the minutes, and this guy's a triple-double machine. I mean, he probably is a Hall of Famer. And still at this age and all the injuries and all this, and he's still playing with that energy of two players, of two people. It's a really cool legacy that I think he's led. Anne Hathaway is 43. Ocean's 8, Princess Diaries, Get Smart, Les Miserables. She was Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises. Aaliyah, I have to ask you, I haven't gotten to do this to you very often, but I'm going to put you on the spot here a little bit, because I have always enjoyed Anne Hathaway. I think she's a really good actor, but I've met maybe one or two women that act that like her. I feel like I've run into so many people that don't like Anne Hathaway, and I've never gotten a reason why.
I do actually like her a lot, and I actually modeled a little bit of my performance in Noises Off of her performance in the Alice in Wonderland, the Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland.
Sure.
She did a lot of like flouncy with her arms a lot, and I just really liked the way she did that. So when I was doing Noises Off here at the community theater, I kind of tried to use some of her physicality, and she was phenomenal in Les Mis. Like, I remember going to see that in the theater, and that was a song that I sang in high school, and it's still one that I do on auditions if I'm doing musical theater auditions, and she had me sobbing. I should have probably been dragged out of the theater. I was sobbing that loudly.
She may have been the best part of the movie.
Oh, she absolutely was.
I thought her performance should have been nominated a number of different things.
Yeah.
I thought that that movie got a little bit bogged down because of all the hype about, not the hype, but the attention on Russell Crowe and how bad his performance was and everything. Kind of took away from the movie. It really took away from the movie. It really took away from the respect it would get too. I am a gigantic Batman fan, like most guys my age and from the 90s and everything. And I was very hesitant about how she would play Catwoman. She killed it. She was great.
Yeah.
She was a great Catwoman. I've seen pretty much everything she's done, and I haven't seen her act like that. I thought she was a very good Catwoman. I like her as an actor.
She's very witty too. Like when you catch her on talk shows or when she like hosts, does bits and stuff. She's incredibly witty, and I'm just glad that she is a fellow Scorpio.
Nice. Yeah. Ryan Gosling is 45 today. He is Ken. Yep, he is Ken.
Another incredibly hilarious. I love when he does comedy. He's just phenomenal.
La La Land and The Notebook, two of his more famous roles. I would say that as far as like modern romance movies and everything, The Notebook stands up. His performance in it is a big part of that reason it does for me. I don't do that with
unpopular opinion. I really didn't like. I did not see that. I know that movie came out, I think, like in the early 2000s, maybe.
Yeah.
I never watched it. My husband made me watch it, and then I looked at him and I'm like, why did you make me watch this? I did not like it. For me,
it doesn't crack the top 20 as far as romantic movies, and not even maybe the top 30.
Yeah.
But it's the modern telling of it. What I liked about it was that it wasn't a rom-com of boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy gets girl back, all that. Like that storyline, it was, hey, these aren't perfect people.
True.
And they didn't try to like present them as perfect people.
Yeah.
And some of the arguing and some of those things that I don't feel like I saw a lot in romantic comedies.
Maybe I'll rewatch it and try it again.
It's all about the ending to me. The ending is what the whole movie comes down to.
It's all about James Garner for me.
Exactly.
He's magnificent.
Yes, I love James Garner, and that's where it all came down to it for me too.
Yeah.
Like, so,
and he was dreamy even as an old man. I'll die on that hill.
As good as Ryan Gosling was in it, and what's Rachel McAdams? Both incredible performances by both of them. It's all about James Garner in that movie for me. Yes, I'm with you. So that's really what it comes down to. But I did want to mention just real quickly for Ryan Gosling, because I thought I knew his career really well. Did you all know that Ryan Gosling got his start on Are You Afraid of the Dark, the old TV series on Nickelodeon? He was on that and Goosebumps. Those are his first two acting roles.
Was he not on the Mickey Mouse Club?
Yes. As far as like outside of that. Yeah. His first acting roles were those. He was also very good in Remember the Titans. He did a good performance there. Lars and the Real Girl.
That's a surprisingly good movie.
Yeah. Drive, another one. The movie The Place Beyond the Pines.
I've seen that one.
It's where he met his wife Eva Menendez, and it's not a great movie, but again, his performance. Whew. Oh, and The Big Short. God, I almost forgot The Big Short. Good comedic actor too.
Yeah,
he's done some good comedies. I like him as a comedic. What you were mentioning before, I like him as a comedic actor.
I thought he was great as Ken in the Barbie movie, but
it's a great performance. Tevin Campbell is 49. Oh man. There was a stretch there where I thought Tevin Campbell was going to be like the next big pop star.
Yeah.
There was a couple of tracks of his that I really liked in the 90s.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Tanya Harding is 55.
Oh, wow.
Sammy Sosa is 57. And those two sharing a birthday and both of them being right back to back and everything, I could not help but mention together. Because both had their moments of stardom and sports excellence, where they were both very, very good at what they did.
Yep.
And then by the end of their careers, we don't even think about it because with her, obviously, the Nancy Kerrigan thing, and with Sammy Sosa, steroids.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things where you got to tell the whole story, but man, the story doesn't always end well.
No.
That's interesting. Megan Mullany is 67. Karen on Will and Grace, wonderful voice actress.
Love her.
Her and Nick Offerman, one of those, like one of the top 5 couples I would love to have coffee with.
Right.
Like, just sit there and just listen to those two interact.
Their chemistry is off the charts. I loved when she would come on Parks and Recreation.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. That character.
They're hilarious.
Is one of my favorites she'll ever do.
Yeah.
I hope she does a billion characters, but that's always going to be one of my favorites of hers. I really, really enjoyed. Will and Grace was okay to me. It was more about the topics they would cover that people weren't at the time.
Right.
That I thought stood out and everything. The acting was fine. The 4 main actors are really good. I kept coming back because of Megan Mullany.
Yeah.
I kept coming back because of her. Yeah. I loved Karen. I loved her how you can be evil and charming is so difficult. And she was great. That laugh. Oh, that laugh. I love her laugh. Neil Young is 80.
Wow.
So many songs over the years.
Yeah.
Old Man, Heart of Gold, Needle and the Damage Done is one of the greatest written songs ever, in my opinion. And underrated guitar player, Neil Young. I got to get all this out because Seth is not a Neil Young guy. And I usually am around him when I'm talking about.
You.
Yeah. Cinnamon Girl. Cinnamon Girl is not only one of my favorite songs of all time, the guitar in Cinnamon Girl is eternal. That will never not be great.
Okay.
It's an incredible riff that just, it doesn't sound like a lot, but if you watch it played, is actually a little more tougher than you'd think. Kind of incredible career too. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, the solo career he had. Quite an artist.
Yeah.
Also, gigantic fan of trains. He loves trains. His son is special needs.
Okay.
And they found this, they had a hard time bonding.
All right.
And then they found this connection
Love of
between
trains.
trains and stuff. So if I have this right, he has a organization that does something along with trains and helping special needs and that. And some pretty cool work there.
That's awesome.
The greatest sports announcer of all time, the GOAT. I'm going to die on this hill.
Okay.
Al Michaels is 81. After 20 years on ABC's Monday Night Football, he moved to NBC's Sunday Night Football. He's been doing that ever since, or did that for quite a while. Then he moved to Thursday Night Football on Amazon and everything. He, of course, has the classic line, "Do you believe in miracles?" Yes, when we got into the Olympic finals, our American men's team. Al Michaels, to me, is the GOAT. Certainly some of the lines he's had and that are memorable and everything. But it's not just that he can call any sport. Football, hockey, basketball, baseball, it doesn't matter. He can do them all at a 10. He could do them. It's, to me, he's the Sammy Davis Jr. of announcers. Sammy Davis could do everything at a 10. It didn't matter what you put in front of him. Comedy, drama, acting, singing, all of it. Al Michaels, doesn't matter what the sport is. Water, I have
be difficult.
I have no doubt in my mind if he was commentating water polo, he'd do it amazing. He's the best I've ever heard. And I love that at 81, he's still doing it. We still get to hear him. The younger generations have heard him.
If you're good at it, keep doing it.
Yeah. Wallace Shawn is 82. Rex in Toy Story. Vincenzi in The Princess Bride.
Classic.
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
I do not think that line means what you think it means. One of the more memorable performances. That movie is not the same without him.
Oh,
The Princess Bride's not the same without him.
That's just, it's a perfect movie.
Really
It's
great.
an absolute,
It is.
You can't find a flaw. If you do find a flaw, don't talk to me. I don't want to know what it is.
Nope. I one of the few decent things to come out of the pandemic was The Princess Bride.
Yeah, they did it. Yes, that was so cute.
So happy 82nd to Wallace Shawn, and people no longer with us. Princess Grace of Morocco, Grace Kelly, born on this day in 1929.
Wow.
Incredible actor.
Yes.
Incredible person. We will take a time out. We'll come back and have some more fun on The Morning Show. Welcome back, everybody. Morning show here at WFHR, locally grown radio. Aaliyah and James hanging out with us.
Hello.
Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Hope you're having a good one out there. We are going to be joined at the top of the 10 o'clock by our friends from Aspirus to talk about Lights of Love. Looking forward to that. One of our favorite events in this area that we love covering. We're coming up with that in a little bit. For now, let's dive into this one. It's that time of the year again when parents are strong-arming their out-of-town kids to make plans to come home for the holidays. I don't know how much strong arming they really do or not, but each family's different. According to a survey, 54% of empty nesters say that they plan on having their kids home for the holidays, and 69% of them say it's easy to convince them to come back. All you have to do is bribe them with food.
I could easily be bribed with food. I see no...
Yes.
There's no fault in this logic.
100%. Yeah. 72% said that their kids asked to have their favorite meals made for them. Mm-hmm. And 87% of parents are happy to oblige and are already adding them to the menu.
Yeah.
The average adult kid is traveling 596 miles to return home.
Wow. It's a long haul.
But for Thanksgiving, that seems worth the travel chaos because what's the alternative? Spending the days in the kitchen. I mean, you don't want to cook yourself, do you? No. I do. I've had a lot of Thanksgivings alone. I can see this. I think this is one of the more like, that makes sense kind of things. And one of the more like long-time traditions we have with this holiday is the traveling for
Getting together, travel.
I don't know about everybody else. I feel like I do more traveling for Thanksgiving than I do for Christmas.
Yeah.
I feel like in my lifetime, not, so much recently and everything, but in my lifetime, I feel like when it came to Thanksgiving, there was more of a travel involved than there ever was with Christmas.
Definitely for me, because my family always has to live all over the place, but I'm always the one that moves away, so that's on me.
Same.
I could have prevented that had I not moved away from the rest of my family my whole life.
Same song here. Yeah. I don't know that I think my family always was enough to get me to come back. Mm-hmm. I didn't need to be bribed or anything, but it didn't hurt.
Yeah.
It did not hurt knowing that, like for Thanksgiving, my Nana and I would always have pasta. Mm-hmm. I'd always have rigatone. Everybody else is having turkey. I'm eating rigatone over here with my Nana. Knowing that she would make that, was worth the trip, certainly, but I didn't need that. I'd have came no matter what they were serving.
See, my husband always teases that he's going to try and take over the green bean casserole duties, and my kids will be like, no, our mother will make the green bean casserole. You stay in your lane, dude. You go make that turkey. We came to an agreement when we got together. He deep fried a turkey once, and I'm like, okay, I give up turkey duty. It's on you. But I own the green bean casserole. He can pry that from my cold, dead hands.
So that answers the question of what is something you like to make or you take pride in? Mm-hmm. Is that your go-to?
That and mashed potatoes. But again, we've got like an internal house war going over who makes mashed potatoes. And now my eldest has entered the ring. They like to make the mashed potatoes too. So now it's more of like a three-way war going on in the house.
Nice.
And then as long as my youngest has her own can of jellied cranberry sauce, she'll just sit in the corner and like stay out of the family conflict.
Right on. It's important to know these things about your family. It's important too.
We're strategic.
I like to cook. I don't think I'm a horrible cook. I think I'm okay at it. But when it comes to like Thanksgiving or whatever, I am great at setting a table. I am the set the table guy.
Do you color code or do you just throw everything on the table and be like, it's set?
It's pretty much no. I just do what they tell me to, basically. But I'm good at it. I'm good at doing that.
That's not setting a table. That's just following instructions, James.
But I'm great at following instructions. I'm really good at it. That's about the most I do. Cleaning afterwards, that I've always been a big part of doing that, because most of the time I don't know again how other families are, but whether it is my grandmother, my Nana, or my mother, you have to kick them out of the kitchen if you want to clean. If you want, they will not. Oh, I got it. It's fine. Like no, you already worked. They sit down. You haven't even eaten yet. Half the time they haven't even eaten yet. You got to sit down and let them eat, so that at the very least, it's a one way to get them to eat, not only eat, but to get out of the kitchen so you can clean.
Right.
I don't know that there is a side about that I look forward to that you only have during Thanksgiving. I love bread. And I love those little Hawaiian rolls.
Oh, that's something my brother brought into our family about 10 years ago, and
So
now
good.
we can't do without it.
There's no going back.
No.
There's no going back
No.
once you've had them.
Nope.
But that you can have anytime. I mean, just have them on Thanksgiving, I suppose.
True. But if they're
taste
not
better on Thanksgiving.
there at Thanksgiving, then you're like, what am I even doing? What is today about?
Oh, I just thought of something, and this is something I don't know if I'm alone on. If I'm weird, it's not the first time
Yes.
or the last time. This will come
Can
up.
confirm.
Right. My family looks at me with horror when I eat rolls because I don't really put butter on them.
Okay.
I just kind of eat them. I don't really need the butter. It's
straight
fine.
up.
Every once in a while, I put some butter on it, but otherwise, just give me the roll. I don't need to waste time here. Just get it in my mouth. And my family looks at me with horror whenever I do this. Like, does anybody else do that? Am I the only one here? And should they be looking at me with horror? Should they be judging me?
I mean, if it's a Hawaiian
on this
roll,
particular subject, we already know they should.
Arguably, a Hawaiian roll, I think you can do buttered or non-buttered.
Yeah, 'cause it's
it
kinda
depends
sweet.
on the
It's kinda-
consistency. Like if it's a dry roll and you're just shoving that, crummy mess straight into your mouth, yeah, I'm gonna judge you a lot.
I suppose. Yes. And I have done that, yes. Yeah. I love bread. What would bribe you to go home? Do you need to be bribed to go home? We want to hear from you. Let us know, everybody. 715-424-2600. Feel free to call up and join the conversation like this person did. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, whenever I go out to eat and there's a dinner roll there, I just start grabbing it and tearing it apart and eating it piece by piece by piece.
Yeah.
Ever put butter on it.
Right on, sir. Yes. I'm the same way. Yeah.
I mean, what are your feelings on jellies, though?
Oh, no.
No?
No.
No? We're
I've
not
never been
doing
a
the
jellies
jellies?
person. No. How about you, sir?
I don't eat jelly rolls either.
Yeah.
No? Okay. All right. We're just straight bread eaters.
Straight bread. Yeah,
Respect.
give it to us. Respect, sir. And thank you for the call. Have a good morning. Appreciate that. Keep calling up, everybody. 715-424-2600. And I want to hear your favorite sides. What are your favorite sides? We'll be talking more about that, of course, as we get closer and closer to Thanksgiving. We'll take a quick time out. We'll come back and have some more fun on The Morning Show. Welcome back, everybody. Morning show here at WFHR, locally grown radio. Leah and James hanging out with you. We're going to take it right to the top of the hour. Coming up in the top of the 10 o'clock, we're going to be joined by our good friend Anne Marie Ott. She is going to join us from Lights of Love. Anne is with Aspirus, and we're going to cover a little bit of Lights of Love event coming up, one of our favorite events in this area. I got a lot of hard questions for Anne. A lot of hard. No. We're going to have some fun. We'll talk with Anne, and she's going to give us some details about the event and how you can be a part of it.
Nice.
All that coming up for you. We'll have other great stuff lined up for you in the 10 o'clock hour, some entertainment news and some other good fun things here and there. But right now, we got to get into the average Thanksgiving. What will the average Thanksgiving look like? Here are a few stats on what the average turkey day will look like this year. The average Thanksgiving will have 9 people. That's down from 10 a year ago. Fewer guests makes it a little bit cheaper, so that might be why. 58% of people said that they won't make any changes to save money this year, though. So over half.
Yeah.
With holidays, we try to make it work.
Yeah. You do.
I don't. I know for me, and when you grow up poor and you don't know any better. Like that's all you know and everything. So I don't know what is like to have this or to have that. All I know is that even though I didn't maybe get Christmas presents or anything, we celebrated Christmas. We went all in. We found ways to do it.
Oh, yeah.
The traveling thing about Thanksgiving, I don't ever remember being hungry on Thanksgiving because we always went to a family that had food or
Sure.
something like that. They would have us over there, right? Yeah. We find a way to make holidays work.
Absolutely.
It's again similar to what we were talking about in our during the commercial break. It's almost to our detriment because to the powers that be, they're fine. Look, they're surviving. Just because we make it work doesn't mean that it works.
Or that it was easy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hosting can be expensive and stressful in general. Only a third of hosts say that they feel, quote, confident and calm going into it. That's a shame.
Yeah.
If you are hosting, you're great. You're awesome.
It should
You're
be
doing a
fun.
great job.
Yeah.
And if you are a guest, no complaints. No complaints. They're hosting Thanksgiving.
Right.
Are you? No,
Yep.
like
If you don't like the mashed potatoes, keep it to yourself.
exactly. Like hey, whatever you say in private to your significant other, that's completely different.
Yeah.
That's all your thing. And
Go
stuff.
home and be like, those mashed potatoes were garbage, but
Sure.
don't say it to my face.
That yes, you don't say it to the you do not say it to the host's face. I don't think you do. I think that's one of the most unclassy, uncool
Right?
things you could do. Like be a good guest, and then make your mental notes for
Yes.
later. Later, that's a whole other thing.
When we're in the car, honey, then you can complain about the cranberry sauce.
In the car is a phrase that is so strong in those moments. In the car.
In the car.
One in 5 Thanksgivings will be a potluck. 21% of hosts will ask guests to bring part of the meal this year.
I think there's nothing wrong with that.
I think that's fun.
I actually enjoy that probably more because then I get to see what other people are, what their traditions are. And then I can decide, do I want to add this to my future Thanksgivings or not?
And I feel like that's always been Thanksgiving in my family, at least. People have always brought stuff.
Well, that was the original Thanksgiving, if we believe the legends.
Yeah,
so.
right. So it makes sense, especially with this holiday in particular. I don't know if people do it more with Thanksgiving or Christmas, but I do know that both of those always, in my memory, I seem to remember aunts or uncles bringing over something, something like that.
Yeah.
89% of people polled said that they'll celebrate Thanksgiving. And 84% will have turkey on the table, up to 82% from last 2 years. So that is gone up. And I'm just a little surprised by that. Not because for like a good or bad way.
Yeah.
I love information like this that is not necessarily good or bad. It's just information.
But what were they
just
eating?
Numbers,
What were they eating before that upped the number?
Yeah,
That's
great.
where my brain goes.
Maybe pasta. Maybe they're having pasta.
Rigatoni.
Or chicken. I always thought having chicken on Thanksgiving is kind of just fun. I think it's just a fun way of twisting with messing with people. I think.
Yeah.
I love the idea of hosting Thanksgiving and I serve nothing but chicken.
Get it from fast food sources.
Yes. Yeah. Here's some Colonel for you.
Yeah. Or Quick Trip.
What are you thankful for? Here. Yes, or Quick Trip, yeah.
I love their chicken tendies.
And finally, what's your favorite Thanksgiving food? This is a conversation we will get into in other segments and everything. But
I have so many thoughts and feelings.
Take these with a grain of salt since a turkey company did the poll, but turkey ranked first, followed by stuffing, pie, sweet potato, and mac and cheese.
Okay.
So I just got done mentioning how I'm just not much of a turkey person. It's always so dry to me. I don't really, I don't like dry meats.
You're not. I don't know who hurt you, but it shouldn't be.
No. But I as I've gotten older, I don't mind turkey, and especially on Thanksgiving, I'll eat it because they work so hard.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit there and not eat it anymore or anything. I will say I think a turkey sandwich the next day is better though.
I
think I like that more.
I love leftover sandwiches.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I can't wait. And if people eat too much of our meal and I see my leftovers dwindling, I start to panic because I'm like, no, my sandwiches.
Right. How dare you?
How dare you?
And here's where it gets really more and more weird and twisted in my attic of a brain and everything. I may not be big on turkey, but I love stuffing. Like as a kid, I was so picky, and stuffing just looked weird to me. I wouldn't eat it. As an adult, I started to try. I'm like, wait a minute, this is great. Like stuffing's really good. Yep. So I eat stuffing fine. Turkey, not so much.
There is a local establishment that does like a Thanksgiving pizza, and I can't wait to go try that.
That should be good.
Yeah.
We know that there are a number of different events in our area that are going to be hosting or having Thanksgiving meals for people. There's a lot of that going on right now, and in particular, there's one thing going on that I wanted to touch on, along with a couple of others that we'll get to throughout the day and the weeks ahead. Give Thanks, Give Back Thanksgiving food drive taking place with our good friends over at Tri-City Services. As long as I've worked at this station, Tri-City Services has worked with us. Great company, great people.
Yep.
They're collecting non-perishable food items to help local families enjoy a comfortable Thanksgiving meal. They are collecting items until the 25th of November. You can drop them off over by their stomping grounds, our old stomping grounds at 321 4th Avenue North in Wisconsin Rapids. They're open 7:30 to 4:30. Their suggested items: canned vegetables, fruits, canned gravy, stuffing mix, instant potatoes, pasta, rice, cake mix, toiletries. basically think of your Thanksgiving meal and what you would want there.
Absolutely.
Items donated to Focus Food Pantry, every can counts. For every item donated, Tri-City Services will donate $1 to the Focus Food Pantry.
Awesome. Thank you for doing that, guys.
Like, just hosting this is enough, let alone doing something like that is above and beyond.
That's awesome.
Together, we can make this Thanksgiving a little brighter for our neighbors in need. Again, if you want to be a part of this, you can drop off those items between 7:30 and 4:30 over at Tri-City Services at 321 4th Avenue North, right here in Rapids. Keep in mind, Tri-City also one of your go-to places for heating, AC, plumbing. You got needs. Check out our friends at Tri-City Services doing some great work over there.
Wonderful job, guys.
I know my dad really likes the people over there. He's a big fan of them. And we also wanted to mention, where was that other one? That there are a number of different food providers out there and things going on with that. Again, another topic that we're going to be touching on quite a bit. There are free Thanksgiving meals going on at St. Paul's Church. You can make a reservation for pickup or delivery by calling 211, the United Ways 211. You can get reservations that way. Slice of Heaven Bakery is going to have a Thanksgiving meal served on Thanksgiving Day. First come, first served. That'll be 11 to 1. Our good friends at the Wisconsin Rapids Elks Lodge on November 24th from 5 to 7. Everyone is welcome over there for that meal. And Crossroads Church have in-house meals available at noon on Thanksgiving Day. They'll deliver meals in Pittsville, Arpin, and Vesper. If you'd like, give them a call, 884-2665, 884-2665. There are but you don't need to be alone this Thanksgiving. No. And there's a lot of different resources available for that. Again, we'll touch on these more and more as we get closer to them.
Huge thanks to those community partners.
We'll be back with more show.
This is locally grown radio. WFHR 1320 AM, W248DE, Wisconsin Rapids. And always streaming on the Civic Media app.